Okay, man, I forgot to talk about this yesterday. I seen this on Stevie Kim's Twitter page, and I will link an article from Boxing News 24, and I'll link to Stevie Kim tweet in the description under source link that J.Rock, Julian Williams, who lost to Jeison Rosario earlier this year for his IBF Super WA title, will not be rematching Rosario right away. I explained that, and Rosario and Jermell Charlo could be headed for a huge unification clash this summer. So let's get into it. Real talk with CJ. Appreciate everybody who came over. If you can spread the word that I'm at Real Talk with CJ right now until I get my channel back. Appreciate everybody who reported the channel. It was taken down. So hopefully YouTube can get at me and we can restore the channel. Motor City Sports Talk still going, so I need y'all to go over there and report those them Fox videos. You go through your PC, you go to About, flag it, and go for impersonation, and then you just tag the Fox videos. That's not mine, but hoping YouTube can restore my channel. If not, hope you guys continue to help me build over here. So share the videos, spread the word, so everybody can find out. Right now, I'm Real Talk with CJ. If I get my channel back, which it is a big if at this point, we can continue on over there, and this will turn into something else, another platform. But let's get into it. I think J.Rock made the right decision. You don't want to go into a fight immediately with a bad eye. He had surgery over his left eye to repair a cut, and it won't be ready in time. He said he wants to rematch Rosario later in the year, and I don't think it was a good thing to rush into an immediate rematch with a bad eye or with two good eyes. The way Rosario whooped him, he just looked too big for him. And Williams was starting out pretty good in that fight, but I just think he was headhunting too much and loading up too much. I think he should have been touching him to the body, quick touch, shoe shines, you know what I'm saying, and then went up top. But Rosario was holding his position. He was composed, he was strong, he was bigger, he was in shape. It was pretty much like him fighting the middleweight. And I think J.Rock perfect weight is at 154 pounds. But I think it was a smart decision to make. I think the eye made the decision a lot easier. If he had his eye was fully repaired and he can spar, or the injury didn't occur, he would jump back and fight Rosario immediately. But I do think he did the smart thing, and I think that things happen for a reason. And one of the things that happened for him maybe was to slow it down, was the eye injury happening, so he won't rush into a rematch, and then people be dubbing him journeyman status if Rosario whooped him again. But if Rosario lose to Charlo and that's who he fight next, what's the point of rematching Rosario? It just will be just for get back. Then Rosario might want to rematch with Jermell Charlo, so it could get messy. But Al Haymon was trying to convince him behind the scenes not to take the rematch. And he was hell-bent on taking that rematch. Even his coach, Stephen Bredman, it was some rumors about them breaking up, told Michael Woods' podcast he'd be upset if J.Rock didn't stop him in the rematch. He had to stop this kid. So that kid was big and strong. If he was going to stop Rosario, it was going to be with a lot of putting water in the basement. That's going to the body, and then probably finishing the job up top. But it was a fight that he was favored in, and that was one of the upsets that's been happening the last couple of years. Had one last night with Kanowski getting knocked out by 36-year-old Robert Lanius. If you bet on that, you would have won a lot of money. But to talk about, Rosario and Charlo for the summer, I know Rosario wasn't trying to fight Charlo. Rosario's with Samson Boxing. Samson Boxing is under the PBC banner, like TMT or Mayweather Promotions and TGB Promotions and Richard Schaefer Ringstar Promotions. But Samson Boxing has brought over a lot of talent to America. I think he had Manny Pacquiao at one point, but he also has David Benavidez. Okay, and he got a great eye for talent. They might as well just hire him as talent, to acquire talent for PBC, because he can find it. But Rosario didn't want to fight Charlo at first, but I guess Al Haymon sweetened the pot, and now they're willing to do the fight according to Stevie Kim, and it's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Rosario could be dubbed the one-hit wonder, you know what I'm saying, because he had a tough fight with the Ohio kid, Jamonte Clark. And that's a really good, big 154-pounder himself. But I really can't really see how this fight goes. To be honest, Charlo coming in, throwing a lot of big shots. Rosario seemed to be, holding his position really well and getting his big shots off. He really ain't the boxer, but he can apply pressure on Charlo, Jermell Charlo. That's how you beat Jermell, the 154-pound WBC champion. You apply pressure. If he can apply pressure like Vanes Monterosian did, like Tony Harrison did in the rematch, and he able to put his hands up and evade the big shots that Charlo wind up with, which he winds up, but he got a lot of speed on those shots, and it's hard to get away from some of those big looping or those punches that he brings from Kentucky. But if Rosario can, keep the jab in his face, keep the jab down his throat, apply pressure, evade those shots, Charlo don't do well while you putting him on the back foot. And if he able to put Charlo on the back foot, he able to catch his shots and slip his shots in return. That's how Rosario got the right style to beat Charlo. But he got to be able to take it on the chin because he going to get hit. He also got to be able to, slip punches. He got to be resilient, hold his position. And he also got to work the body a little bit, too, with Charlo. Charlo got a really good chin. But Charlo, he got some good stamina, too, man. He got a good chin. He don't deal with pressure well. So if you can stop him from coming forward, that's how you get him. But Charlo, seemed to be the superior fighter, strong. I just see his style probably being, too much for Rosario. I think he, probably start hitting Rosario with some shots, probably go to Rosario body a little bit more. And I just think it comes down to, some of his tangible features that he got as far as his jaw, stamina, experience, power, speed. And it's, he probably got the better known intangibles, but I think it's going to be a good fight, action-packed fight. Hopefully they don't put it on pay-per-view. It stays on regular Fox. But I pretty much see that I favor Charlo in that fight. And if Charlo wins that fight and he unifies 3 belts, I don't know if he'd be willing to fight J.Rock still. There's some history between J.Rock and his brother. J.Rock called his brother a pet offender. He started those rumors. And then he got knocked out, dropped with a jab and knocked out by Jermell. If Rosario lose, does J-Rock still want to fight him just for pride? And also you got Brian Carlos Castaño fighting April 25th in Indigo, California on the Kovalev Barrera card to bring home the WBO title to PBC. And he probably would unify it with the winner of Charlo and Rosario. Probably in the near future, and they probably gonna have one face, one name, one champion at the 154-pound division. So if Castaño fights Charlo, I think he got a style to beat Charlo. I think Rosario got the style to beat Charlo to pressure him, but I just don't think he got enough experience and power on what it takes. So I think 54 is becoming interesting. Hopefully the sanctioning belt bodies don't get in the way and they can make Undisputed happen. I think if Teixeira win, Golden Boy, they don't have too many options for him. Golden Boy wouldn't mind putting him in there for a big unification clash. And, the ring title, lineal title, which is the Golden Boy title now, since Oscar De La Hoya acquired the ring, would be on the line. So I don't think all hope is lost if Teixeira lose. I think Golden Boy is willing to put Teixeira in with any of the PBC fighters because they don't have any fighters over there to make him a lot of money. He ain't a household name. Now, if that was Canelo, Haymon, Munguia, somebody like that, then that fight ain't happening, okay? But, hey, we got to continue to see how it goes down. We know J-Rock, with the eye won't be taking the fight. So we got to see if they can secure the bag alert with Charlo and Rosario. They can get that fight happen. I heard a lot of great fights supposed to be happening. Not as many tune-ups. I reported that on Goodfellas Sports TV. And they, boxing is looking to sell more tickets, so they're going to give you more premier fights. I think Rosario and Charlo, you can pencil that in basically as a fight of the year candidate. I think it will be depending on what Rosario jaw looking like, But I look forward to that fight if they can make it. If not, I don't know what Charlo goes next. So I know people saying no Tony Harrison rematch, probably not. But hey, let me know what you guys think. It's Real Talk with CJ. Appreciate everybody that helped me take down my other page. So hopefully YouTube can help me get it back. If you want me to help get it back, tweet at YouTube for your boy. All right. I'm going to put a video up to show you how to tweet at YouTube in the beginning and end of the videos and let them know you want my old channel back. And we'll turn this into like a podcast or something. But I do appreciate it. Want to make a donation? Cash App, PayPal is always in the description. Check me out, my Facebook group out, social media out, all in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Real talk.